Hey, beautiful Crypto Bliss community. Welcome back to the Crypto Bliss channel. We are here right now doing the Crypto Bliss Spotlight. And if you guys are excited, hey, beautiful Crypto Bliss community, welcome back to the Crypto Bliss channel. We are here right now doing the Crypto Bliss Spotlight. And if you guys are so let me know if you guys can hear me, please, down in the comments below, because I had to mute this. I'm not sure why there's a little bit of feedback on that, but nonetheless, you beautiful blessed souls, I really appreciate every single one of you for being here today. Oh yeah. Happy Monday Moon Day to you all, guys. Today we are going to have a look at what Bitcoin's been doing this week. We're going to have a look at some news. We're going to see what's been going on. And hopefully we can open the floor to some questions. Maybe you guys want to ask me to do some analysis on a specific project from a chart technical analysis perspective. So let us go and have some fun as a community. Guys, if you want to trade crypto with me, make sure to hit my links pinned down in the comment or in the top of the description of this video so that you guys can come ahead and trade with me. Plus, there are some incredible and awesome gifts right there for you. So I hope you guys are making the most out of that. And I hope you guys can hear me very, very, very beautifully right now. So let's delve right into this session today. Okay, guys, starting off with the Dixie. The Dixie, we spoke about this today. In fact, let me refresher for us so that we make sure we got the right thing. I don't know why it always keeps going back to Dogecoin, but we'll have a look at Dogecoin in a moment. In fact, while we're here, we may as well, right? Look at that crazy pump that Dogecoin had. Look at the RSI that's busy turning up here right now. Look at where we have found some support on Dogecoin. I have to just share Dogecoin while I'm just here at the moment with you guys. Look at the support levels we've made. Dogecoin is looking for a very, very beautiful long. Look, guys, I think because most of crypto is, and Bitcoin is looking at this level right now, that's kind of the level that we would need to get up to. So this trade could potentially end up looking like this, which could give us a 5-to-1 ratio, essentially, if you had to get it, well, a little bit less now because it's a bit higher. So, yeah, I mean, look, go down to the lower time frames and we'll have a look from there. And that would be in kind of confluence with the bottom end of this triangle where it fell out of, but we haven't broken any low here, which is still very, very beautiful for Dogecoin. But we weren't looking at Dogecoin, so let's go and have a look at the Dixie chart. Guys, the Dixie chart. Look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. We have been speaking about a Dixie rejection for a long time here. Okay, we've been speaking about it. I mean, I've been speaking about a rejection actually since this horizontal green line down here. So that would be very interesting because that's the point that we reached this overbought perspective on the RSI. Now, obviously, we've been pumping. We had this reversal candle 4 weeks ago. Okay, this is the current week that we've just started. So yeah, I mean, really 3-4 weeks ago, guys. We tried to make a pump out here. That pump didn't get above that top here. If you guys can't really see it properly, I'll zoom in there for us so that we can see it nicely. And you can see we made a whipping tail and pulled right back down to tell us that there was a sell candle. And that's when the cross started to happen here on the RSI. So these are the most beautiful things that you look out for on the charts. And as you can see, this candle didn't engulf this candle, but both of these weeks are now engulfing all of this zone here, which tells us that we have reached a very, very, very beautiful tipping point. Now, for me, guys, there's a level of support there, kind of a downsloping support level. Then there's this green line, which is the first level of horizontal support. So we may come down to here and then bounce back up here and then pull down and then bounce back up and kind of make our way down. We don't know. Or we could just completely fall out the tree. We don't actually know. If you know, and if you have a genie in a bottle, then let me know down in the comments below with the little crystal ball. Anyways, guys, we can see what's going on here. The Dixie has been well exhausted now. At the end of the day, there might be some support on the RSI if we end up pulling up to that kind of zone. So let's see if we find support, heavy support on this level, and we bounce back up here. That could mean that the dollar is a bit strong at the moment. So we don't know what's going to happen. But what we are prepared to do is to take the necessary steps to remove ourselves from cash, okay, which is the dollar, okay, and put ourselves into something like Bitcoin, okay. And as you can see here with Bitcoin, it is huge. Now, I was actually explaining this to my brother earlier on, and he loves crypto. He loves Bitcoin. He's been investing with me, so we've been having some fun. Shout out to you, Brother Bear. Love you lots. And, here's a cup pattern on the weekly time frame. I've shown you guys this before. There is the potential of the cup pattern and the handle pattern to kind of take some format. But guys, we're not even there already. We're down here still, okay? We're coming to the point where we're going to get a little bit overbought on the RSI. But with all the things that are going on with, the Middle East, the Ukraine thing, the Taiwanese thing, the dollar thing, a whole bunch of things, there is some craziness busy happening out there at the moment. And, to be very honest with you, I don't have opinions on those. I don't want to share any opinions on them anymore. I just feel like it's not my place to say those things. So these candles here these speech bubbles are a representation of, and if we go and look at what I did down here, this was a drawing that I did many months ago for you guys, where I showed you, from the light blue, these are the average months, equals 7, equals 11, so on. These are the average months that Bitcoin has spent in each kind of zone. Now, I don't have those zones on here for you, but as an example, the zones would be as follows. The light blue would kind of be this down position here. The dark blue would be this position. So the dark blue would be this horizontal position. The light blue would be this position at the bottom. The magenta would be the collapsing, okay, down. The yellow would be the uprising, the first uprising part. And then the green would be the absolute blow off tops. So as we can see here, that is 13 candles. That means 13 months of complete bullish action, where actually you're starting with a 5 months and 13. That's 18 months of complete bullish action. So really, these are your accumulation points, the magenta, the blue, and the light blue. And actually, really, the light blue is it's almost like the rainbow chart, guys, that I keep showing you. So, the last time we had the C19 crash, okay, we made this crazy pump up here. This ended up being a 550% pump. So what I've gone and done is I've gone and shown you some examples of what could happen. And basically, as you can see here, cup and handle pattern. So it's forming the cup pattern. As you can see, the chart is down here. Let me zoom in a little bit more so that we can see nice and clearly. We are looking as though we want to break out of this zone. Once we can break out of this zone, we have first level of resistance is no doubt at 38,000. Guys, I've been speaking about 38,000 for hundreds of videos on the channel. So make sure to go and check those videos out, guys. But as you can see here, we have a first level of resistance here. We then also have a next level of resistance up here at the 46 to 48K level up here. And that's where with my beautiful collaboration that I had today, you guys will see that video tomorrow. So make sure to subscribe to the channel and see that video, guys. And hit the notification box. That's the only way you're going to get to see it. So basically, this pump, we've had equal pumps. And if I can go and show you, now zoomed in a little bit, okay, even remembering that this was a resistance level, as I said, this was resistance, this was support, this was support. We've now bounced off of this uptrend continuously. So we bounced, the first bounce that we made from the bottom to the top of the uptrend was 60% move. Then we had a retracement. It's normal to have a retracement, guys. I don't know why we all freak out about small retracements. And even if they wick out, you know, if you're trading like with leverage and that's a different story. And I hope you guys are clicking my links down below if you want to do that. And I hope you guys know what you're doing with trading. No financial advice, of course. But as you can see, we wick down from the bottom here, okay, and we pump to the top, which is another 58% pump. Then we had another pullback, and then we had another breakout. This breakout over here ended up being a 27% pump. Then we had another rejection, and currently we are busy having a 23% pump already. Now, I would say to you guys that essentially I would like to see the following. Now, I'm not saying this is going to happen because by the looks of it, we could actually just quite easily punch right through this level and shift ourselves up to this zone right here, which I am constantly talking about with you guys, okay, which is this level right here, the 38K level. That would kind of bring us up to about another 60% pump. Isn't that ironic, guys? 60%, 60%, 60%. Okay. Bitcoin does very similar things constantly, and that's all based on our emotion, right? So it just is what it is, guys. There's no genie in the bottle. You can just see it pretty darn simply. So what brings me to the next point is that we have made a low, we made a higher low, we made another higher low, and another higher low. And if we reject, because there's 1, 2, and now we're coming up to that point with the RSI coming up to this point, we might not, we might not do this, flick back down. We might do something like this, sit and hover above, which could send the price all the way up to the 38K level. Sorry, yeah, I did say 38K level. So the 48K level, excuse me, is what I'm saying. So we could have even a pump that could shoot us up to that 48K level. But before that happened, like I don't know. I just feel as though, and I say to you guys, don't use your feelings. But I just, I'm quite familiar with trading, and not only are we making a W pattern on the RSI, but we're making a W pattern on this right now, which, guys, I have to say to you is extraordinarily bullish. And if we have to take a line, okay, from there to there, and basically, oops. Okay, it's not doing it. Let me refresh this chart for us, please. Why? Okay, so if we have to take let's delete all of these things here, okay? We have to take this beautiful zone that I'm talking about from here, and we have to bring this right up to there. How ironic is it that it kind of meets up very, very closely to this level up here? In fact, it reaches the 39,000. In fact, let's pull it down because it will probably reach the 38,000 level to the T. Look at that level. 38,553. That's the next level I call, by the way. Okay, that's my personal next level. You guys can see that right across the board, right from here. Okay, look at that level. Okay, that is to the T. Okay, what do you guys think about that? Okay, so there's two scenarios here, guys. First scenario is we're rejected off of this current level. We bounce back here, create a new lower high. And as we've had these down slopes here, okay, every single time we broke out of them, I'll show you another chart in a moment. But we had this down slope, and then you get this bounce off here with the RSI resetting, and then you get the strong bounce right up through to the next level, which is the 38 level. And then guess what? We've probably rejected there, come back down to the breakout neckline, okay, which is going to then make us a new low, higher low, then which gives us the momentum to break through this box here, okay, and kind of pushes us up with a good amount of volume up to this 48K level, guys. And at that point, I'm just going to say, we might not even just stop at that 48, although that 48 is a decently, look at that level, okay? That level is very decently respected, okay? You can see that in multiple, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, In fact, all of this down here plus this over here. Okay, it's a very, very well respected zone, price action zone. So, guys, we may be heavily rejected before a continuation pattern. Okay, so this cup and handle pattern could take us a little bit longer. Now, you guys can see where kind of the chart is at this point. This is by December 2024. And truly, guys, I believe that we would probably see the end of the bull cycle by September 2026. I think we're going to have a good rally. If we think about the bull cycles are generally 3 years long. Then we have the bear cycles, which are generally 1 year long. So that gives you your 4-year cycles, okay, in the crypto space. Now, guys, I want to go and show you this chart here. Okay, sorry, not this chart. Boom, this one. Okay, because this is where you can see very, very nice and cleanly where we're at the moment. Okay, there's huge resistance here on this level. So, you know, we have to break out of this level with very strong volume. Okay, not weak volume. And this is the thing about crypto trading, is that we need to know that the volume has to support the move. So what will take for us to get above this pressure right here is definitely a good strong move. You know, perhaps the RSI does need to reset here, have a little bit of a pullback. I would say that would be super healthy for Bitcoin, and we could then be confident that this will, over the next couple of weeks, then show us these beautiful levels here. 43K is a level, 48K is a level, guys. Then the last pit stop up there, you know, we have this level at 51.5, and then we have this level up here at 60. And then, guys, those Daniels going beyond. It's not even going to stop. I think we might have a small rejection at this point, because we might have traders, you know, locking in limit shorts at this area, and we might see some sort of harsh rejection. But truly, guys, it's just playful. And if you're accumulating a dollar cost accumulating spot, then you guys will know that you should not even be concerned for one moment. Just continue to dollar cost average and continue to buy in the positions where there are pullbacks as well. Now, we don't know where the pullbacks are going. You know, this pullback here didn't even come all the way down, right? But at the end of the day, when you draw your technical analysis, you'll know where to enter if you have a little bit of a sharp trading edge from just constantly looking at the charts, drawing, fiddling like I draw for you guys. But to be very honest with you, it's nice to have some charts that are very simple, and it's nice to have some charts that are very complicated. The reason for that is because it gives you different perspectives of what to look out for in trading. Guys, if you're enjoying the live stream, I really hope you are. Make sure to smash the thumbs up on the live stream. I would truly appreciate that. And of course, share your comments where possible. I'd love to see what those comments are, and what is, you know, what is your views and your thoughts about trading. Would love to know, guys. And if you are watching, please subscribe to the channel. That would be truly and gratefully appreciated. Okay, so I want to go and share with you some news. I got a little friend here, a little bug that's coming here. All right, guys, this is some news from CoinDesk, and let's start off with this one. You know, we've seen Bitcoin mining stocks rally as BTC holds above 30K, despite looming halving concerns. The reward for mining new BTC will be cut in half soon, making it hard for less efficient operators to survive. Okay, so that the shares of Bitcoin miners are rallying on Monday after the largest cryptocurrency market by market value continue to hold above the 30K level, even as the mining industry is gearing up for upcoming halving that could cut mining halves in rewards in half. The shares of Bit Digital, BTBT, TerraWolf, Hut, and CleanSpark rose more than 10%, outpacing their peers such as Marathon Digital, Riot Platforms, and Hive that rose between 5 and 9%. The only mining stock that fell, though, was BitDeer, which was down about 10% at press time. So very, very interesting. And as you guys can see, the moves in mining shares generally outpace other crypto-related stocks, as mining digital assets is their primary source of revenue. On Monday, other crypto-related stocks such as Coinbase and MicroStrategy were up less than 6%. Now, guys, I hope you are enjoying what I'm saying to you, because the Bitcoin halving, also known as the halvening, is slated to take place next year. The event will cut the rewards for successfully mining a Bitcoin block. This event takes place roughly every 4 years and is part of Bitcoin's code to reduce inflationary pressure on the cryptocurrency. Currently, rewards are 6.25 BTC per block, or about $187,000 at the current spot price. And in April 2024 or so, they will be reduced to 3.125 per block, approximately $93,000. So, guys, this is what is potentially happening. Before the halving, we might see a price that could shoot up to this. Then we could see it pull back to this, and then we could see it a continuation pattern as a second really blow off top rally up to my personal, as I've continued to share on the channel, 285 to 300K. I love what Arthur Hayes is saying, guys, and make no mistake, everybody that holds Bitcoin would love Bitcoin to go to $750, $1 million of Bitcoin. But truth be told is I'm just going to be a little bit humble, and I'm just going to say to you, those guys have far more knowledge than what I do in this space. And, they've been around a lot longer. They know the ins and outs of Bitcoin and crypto and what it's all about and how it works. I'm still learning a lot, guys. And whatever it is that I'm learning, I'm just continuing to share with you. So I hope you smash the thumbs up so that you guys can enjoy that with me. Now, okay, let's go check out the next article here for you guys. PetroChina completes its first international crude oil trade in the digital yuan. Guys, this is crazy news, just by the way. Literally, they are about to debase the dollar, and that's why the dollar had a fat freaking collapse this AM, because it is no longer needed to be used in China to buy oil from Russia or Saudi Arabia or any of the other countries that actually supply oil in crude. Okay. So PetroChina bought 1 million barrels of crude oil settled in ECNY at the Shanghai Petroleum and Natural Gas Exchange. Must have been an insane deal, guys, considering that one barrel is close on nearly, let's call it $90, okay? $85, $90. Call it $90 for now. $90, that would be $90 million that they had to bring out on their first day. Their first day is what I'm saying. Okay, I'm not even saying day 2 and day 3. They're literally starting their printing machine again, right? I don't know how they bought it, but I'm assuming that. If you guys know a little bit more, maybe let me know. But let's go and read a little bit. So the Chinese oil and gas company PetroChina has completed the first international crude oil trade using country's central bank digital currency, CBDC. Okay, the ECNY, China Daily reported. PetroChina bought 1 million barrels of crude oil settled in ECNY, or digital yuan, at the Shanghai Petroleum Natural Gas Exchange on October 18, according to the report by a Chinese Communist Party-owned newspaper. Communism. While almost the world's major economies were looking at developing a CBDC, China is comfortably among the most advanced. Transactions using the currency have hit 1.8 trillion yuan. Jeez, I didn't even know that, guys. Did you guys know that? $250 billion as the end of June. Wow. With ECNY accounting for 0.16% of the cash in circulation. You see how they will eventually bring you over to this thing here that none of the cryptopians want in the space. Do you guys want a CBDC? Let me know down in the comments below if you guys want a CBDC. I don't want a CBDC. I wouldn't use a CBDC. If they force us to use a CBDC, well, then I will make sure that I'm in crypto and I get paid in crypto. I spend in crypto. I buy in crypto. I pay my expenses in crypto. That will be beautiful. And I would use rather one of the stable coins. And that's just as simple as that. And if I even needed cash, well, we'll see what we have to do at that point. But guys, I don't want a CBDC. Most people don't want a CBDC. I want to know your thoughts down in the comments below. Okay, the next article here, guys, is Coinbase is poised to make the final pitch in bid to kill the SEC accusations quickly. The US crypto exchange is ready to argue the SEC's claim about unregistered securities that are missing evidence of actual contracts. So, this dude, I don't know about this dude. He's not a dude. The lizard man. Coinbase has Tuesday filing deadline to answer the SEC's rebuttal of the company's motion to get its major enforcement action dismissed. So that's Tuesday. That's tomorrow. So we will, of course, update you guys when that happens. But nonetheless, the company is said to be ready to underline two digital arguments that the tokens being traded don't represent investment contracts and thus securities, and that the SEC is violating the major questions doctrine that outline the relationship between regulators and Congress. So Coinbase Global Inc. or Coin is set to make its final case on Tuesday that a judge should spring it from the clutches of the US SEC in its unregistered securities dispute. Okay. So guys, we all know that we're trying to get out of it. The Howey test continues to be, what it's being measured against. To distract from the fatal flaws in its legal arguments, Coinbase cries foul and seeks to blame the SEC for its current legal predicament. SEC lawyers said in their response to Coinbase earlier this month. So the SEC's brief was more of the same, said Paul Grewal, Coinbase legal officer, a statement of CoinDesk. We look forward to laying out the facts in our final response brief. So, where the SEC may have some momentum is in Coinbase's other assertion that the major questions doctrine, the same legal theory that cost the Biden administration a recent loss in the dispute over canceling student loan debt, should keep the SEC from regulating in a space that Congress is writing legislation about. A recent decision from Judge Jed Rakoff in the Terraform Labs case, he argued that the SEC's regulation of crypto doesn't rise the extraordinary cases that the doctrine is meant for. So the agency knows at least one judge in the same court has leaned towards its view. That is good. Okay, that's very good for Coinbase, and maybe Coinbase gets another win and SEC gets another loss. That would be crypto for SEC nil. Next article. I hope you guys are enjoying this. Let me know, guys, down in the comments below. Mr. MS, Michael Saylor, how's it going, buddy? 4.87 billion Bitcoin bet is back in the green. MicroStrategy software company led by Saylor began buying crypto more than 3 years ago and last held more than 158,000 Bitcoins, guys. There are only 21 million, and he's holding nearly 158,000. And we already know that the American government is holding nearly 200,000. And Grayscale is holding about 650,000. So it's quite a chunk of Bitcoins that are already out of existence, let alone all of those that are lost or have been misplaced or lost keys for. Guys, this is a serious scenario. The supply is absolutely limited, but the demand is increasing exponentially. And that's what brings value to Bitcoin, or a huge component of it, no doubtedly. So the Bitcoin holdings of MicroStrategy have turned profitable as prices pushed towards 31K on Monday morning. The company's stash was deeply in the red late in 2022 as Bitcoin slumped nearly 80% from November 21 peak. But catalysts such as spot ETF and the upcoming halving event have helped bolster fortunes, leading the near doubling in price this year. So it's now its executive chairman, Saylor, over the years has become one of Bitcoin's most vocal supporters and remains a prolific buyer. His firm so far has sold only once, a 708 Bitcoin sale in December 22, worth 11 million at the time. Now, considering his investments are worth 4.7 billion, like 11 million is a fraction. It's like 0.01% or 0.01% of the total that they've sold. They probably had to pay some interest on some of the loans that they had taken out when, the deep red was there before the pump started to happen at the beginning of this year. How could they know? But they paid their dues. That's what happened. And that's just what is happening here. So Bitcoin is stronger. This is the chart that Michael Saylor put out. You You can see bonds are in deep shit. They're down 24%. Silver is down 19%. Now, bearing in mind, I actually hold silver, hold a bit of gold. Okay, these are down. Okay, I even considered selling, but then I was like, no, don't sell. It's still an asset. It will grow at, against the dollar. Irrelevant what it's doing right now. It's a long-term position, a long-term hold as well. But, the NASDAQ has pumped 18%, S&P 26%, and Bitcoin has pumped 147%. So I don't know about you guys, but, the majority of my wealth is now in Bitcoin and crypto. And I hope you guys are doing the same thing. And if you're not, well, then make sure to subscribe to the channel so that you know how to invest in crypto. No financial advice, of course. But of course, I want to be here with you guys. I want to share with you guys what is going on. Now, the company's most recent publicly known purchases were in the weeks ahead of September 24th of this year when it added 5,445 Bitcoins. That's amazing. For just under 150 million, or an average price of 27,053 each. That brought MicroStrategy's holdings to 158,245 Bitcoins acquired at an aggregate purchase price of a roughly 4.68 billion, or an average price of 29,582. So he's just temporarily in the green, but he's still in the green. And guys, when it goes up, which it will, I believe, and I'm saying to you guys, 285K to 300K, that's a 10x on Bitcoin from where it is now. Why would you not consider that? It's literally the safest asset in the entire world, and you wouldn't want to get 10x gains out of this? Guys, I don't know what you're thinking, but your choice is your choice. My choice is my choice. And that's why I've chosen Bitcoin, because as you can see, it is the strongest. Okay. So at the current price of about 30,650, the Bitcoin bet is in the green by about $1,000 per coin. So that's still great for a total gain of a roughly $160 million. That's obviously because he's got 160,000 times 1,000 gives you 160 million. Makes sense, right? And that was a little bit earlier on today. We don't know what it's doing, what it's bounced up around to there. It's at 30,939, guys. We had 31,000. So he's actually 1,500 in profit, which gives him about 250 million in profit already. 250 million in profit in 3 years, guys. 3 years is what it took him. Okay, because he was smart and he dollar cost averaged into the position. So MicroStrategy is now basically around $250 million in profit over 3 years. Divide that by 3 years, 1824. They're about 81.8 million dollars a year in profit. You tell me what kind of company is making that in clean, clear profit. Okay, not very many, and definitely not at this kind of stage in a bear cycle or bear market. Okay, now this is just the beginning, guys. When this shoots up to 300,000, that's going to be a profit of what is that? 270. It will be a profit of $270,000 per Bitcoin. Okay. And he's talking about Bitcoin going into the millions, hundreds of millions of dollars. Okay. So this man knows what he's doing. He's in it for the long haul. And as you can see, the firm's holdings is nearly 14 times that of the next nearest institutional holder, which is data from Bitcoin Treasury's low. So these are the points where he started to buy purchases. Okay, I mean, they started to purchase all the way down here at 10,000, guys. So increased. They bought all the way up here at the top, bought down here, bought up there, bought all of this, and has been buying tremendously here, guys. So I don't know about you, but that for me is telling me that he's going to continue to buy, and whether he buys it all one day, he won't buy my Bitcoin because I won't sell my Bitcoin. I don't know about you guys, but yeah, I just thought I'd share that with you. That's a very important article. So shout out to Mr. Michael Saylor and MicroStrategy. You've done incredible for yourself. You've done incredible for your investors at MicroStrategy, and you've done tremendous for the crypto space. And I really truly appreciate you very, very much. And I'm very humbled by your expertise and your knowledge. And I certainly look forward to one day connecting with you in the future. about Bitcoin and having a good laugh at buying Bitcoin down here at 10,000, because when it's sitting up at 300,000, you know, it's $290,000 profit per coin. As oh, guys, are you enjoying? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know down in the comments below. If you guys want to trade Bitcoin with me, buy some on spot, use my links down pinned in the comments for you, especially for you, because you'll get a bonus. All right, so Solana's largest DeFi protocol, Marinade, starts blocking UK users. And I wonder why. Marinade and Orca Finance have both blocked UK users over the compliance concerns. Click, click. That's a shame. Solana's largest decentralized finance protocol, Marinade Finance, has blocked users in the UK from accessing the site due to compliance concerns over Financial Conduct Authority (FCA) regulations. The landing page for users in the UK displays a warning message, although it states users may withdraw liquidity, claim delayed tickets, or delay unstake via our SDK. Now, with all of this stuff happening and compliance concerns happening within the UK, it's very interesting because I thought the UK was actually going right ahead and like approval Bitcoin and crypto and all of that, but clearly not. Now, with that being said, that kind of says to me also, guys, that if there are compliance concerns with this happening, you don't want your money in places like this. When they're giving you an opportunity to withdraw liquidity and take it from me, because I have money locked up on Celsius, I have money locked up in a couple other places. So take it from me. That is now your best opportunity to get that money off the site and use a freaking VPN. A VPN. Go down and check my affiliate links all the way down at the bottom. In fact, let's go and see this for you guys. I want to show you so that you guys can actually see for yourself where you guys should go ahead and sign up with NordVPN. I use a VPN. And even though it shows I'm in South Africa, it doesn't show where I am, doesn't show what my IP address is doing, and that is important. So go and sign up with this link right here, guys, and get yourself an incredible NordVPN. It's only $3 a month, guys, to save yourself from being hacked by governments, hacked by the people. You don't want to go through that, guys. So yeah, just serve yourself well and just go ahead and click that link down below. So I digress. Come back to the article. Marinade is responsible for the most of the total value locked on the Solana blockchain. With 248 million spread across native and liquid staking products, the amount of assets across the entire Solana blockchain stands at around 350 million, according to DeFi Llama. Now, this is scary, right? Because essentially, once this gets drawn out, that could affect Solana quite extensively. And considering that Solana's market cap value is only about $2 billion at this point. So that would be a good 5% at the very least out of Solana, which could, really cause the price to fail from where it is right now. Now, I will get onto that because I did take profits on that on Saturday, as I showed you guys. So Marinade currently offers an annual yield of 8.15% for native staking and 7.7% for liquid staking, with native staking being rolled out earlier this year. Orca Finance, Solana's largest decentralized exchange, added geo-blocking for UK users. The restrictions against UK users appear to be in response to the FCA's new promotions rule, which restricts the marketing of crypto-related products or services. That's terrible, so that will affect even YouTubers in the space, and that would mean that YouTubers wouldn't even be able to share links, do things, help you trade. Like, that's just ridiculous. I mean, like, they're preventing you from actually being in the space there. So yeah, guys, I mean, that's a bit scary, but nonetheless, centralized crypto businesses like Bybit and PayPal have withdrawn from the UK market, whilst Binance has temporarily paused UK signups following the release of the FCA's promotion rule. Luno also blocked some customers from investing in crypto. This is hectic, guys. But geo restrictions are rare for decentralized protocols, most of which do not require KYC checks. That's great. And that's why we like to use DeFi. We love DeFi. If you love DeFi, let me know down in the comments below. Shout out to DeFi. All right, guys. That brings me on to the next Solana article. We have seen Solana rally like an absolute beast this week. It went up to 26% in a week, despite the FTX sales fears. And guys, like I showed you, even if FTX had to dump, they are only going to be dumping small consecutive positions at a time. It's not one go and drop the price. Okay, they're going to be releasing because they don't want the price to dump anyways. They're trying to maximize what they possibly can. And actually at the end of the day, for me, guys, I took a huge a good Solana trade. Jumped 11% on Friday and was one of the best performing crypto assets this year with 170% gain. So it's gained more than Bitcoin this year, guys. I showed you that on MicroStrategy right here, right? Where did I show you that? MicroStrategy. Look at that. 147% and 170%. So Solana is already beating Bitcoin. Now, I'm not saying it's a better asset than Bitcoin, okay? But what I am saying to you guys is that it's outperformed Bitcoin. And the only reason it's done that is because people love using Solana. They love using it for NFTs, for trading, for decentralized finance, for all kinds of different things. So, investors were worrying that FTX selling tokens were overblown and into the block. Analysts noted, yes, exactly. Rising activity on the Solana network, massive influx into digital asset funds, and a recent tech upgrade also likely contributed to the rally. Okay, so Solana is higher by any other at 11% on Friday, continuing to outperform the rest of the crypto market and defying worries about the potential fire sale by bankrupt crypto exchange FTX. With today's advance, the cryptocurrency is now higher than 26% this week. Crypto leaders BTC and Ether were ahead by 10% and 3% respectively over the same time frame. The broad crypto market, proxy CoinDesk market, CMI advanced 8%. This is some of the strongest buying activity we've seen since July, says David Shuttleworth, researcher partner at Anagram and former managing director at Binance Labs, told CoinDesk. So, guys, check this out. This is huge. So this is Solana, Ethereum. It broke out of this trend. I have no doubt that it broke out of it with Bitcoin as well. And that's going to be powerful because this is now going to be, they'll probably come up to this level, reject, come back to breakout zone, and then continue the rally to the top end of this pattern. That's what normally happens with those kinds of patterns. So investors, meanwhile, have flocked to Solana focused funds. Asset managers, CoinShares reported with a $24 million of net inflows last week. It was the largest weekly influx since March 22, as Solana continued to assert itself as the altcoin of choice. So the Solana blockchain enjoyed increasing network activity over the past weeks. Digital asset manager 21 Shares Research noted about Thursday in reports citing blockchain data. Now, if you guys went and watched my video, this one here, was it that one? I think it was that one. Yeah. This one here. Yeah, it is this one. You guys will actually see that Solana, and go watch it, it's partially got an ETF already. Okay, go check that video out. I'm not going to reveal the secret in this video. Go watch that video over there. I'll leave it pinned up in the comments for you guys. Check it out and see for yourself what that actually is. So this is from the block. As you can see, the number of active addresses on the Solana network is increasing drastically since the middle of September. So, guys, those are big things happening out there. And let's go and have a look at my trades on Bybit. In the meantime, you guys, I know that you love sharing this with me. So right now, Bitcoin is breaking out, guys. I said to you, Bitcoin is breaking out. I took small profits here. Take some chips off the table. It's okay. You must take some chips off the table. That's what I always tell you guys. Take some chips off the table, and that's okay. But guess what? I'm now in good, even more profit here with XRP pumping, Matic pumping, and maybe I'll just, on the Bitcoin pullback, once it pulls back nicely, I will then probably enter the rest of my liquidity into the position, and that will give me an incredible long position, and I will hold this position. I won't share it with you right now, but I'm holding this position for a long time, and the reason I'm holding it for a long time is because I believe that long time will become a short time in the bull cycle and price action here that I keep talking about on the channel. So hope you guys have enjoyed that so far. Make sure to love the channel, subscribe, and like the video. Okay, guys, last few things. I just wanted to share with you two things. So this is the Theta BTC chart, okay? And maybe let me give it a proper refresh for us to make sure that we can draw, okay? As we can see here, this is my Theta BTC chart. Now, this is the weekly time frame. I've shown you this chart before, guys, so I hope you guys enjoy it. I will do another video on this at some point. But Theta is pulling down, RSI is pulling down, which means it is coming to the point where you have the last opportunity to buy some Theta and trade it against BTC, okay? Whether you're using your Bitcoin or you're buying some Theta and then you trade it into Bitcoin, it's irrelevant at this point. But of course, this is the Bitcoin Theta pair, and this is where you need to be very aware. Okay, so right now, okay, you can see the pumps that we've made over here every single time. Pump, pump, crash, pump, crash, pump. It's gonna do the same thing over and over and over, guys. Now, this happened over from this breakout. 1, 2, 3, 4 months is all you had. 4 weeks. You literally had 1 month to trade and make sure that you were watching this chart and you sold your Theta up here, boom, and bought back into Bitcoin. Then down here, you're going to use your Bitcoin to buy some Theta. So as you can see with the Bitcoin dominance chart, the Bitcoin dominance is definitely reaching higher levels, and it's going to continue to reach those higher levels. But for now, okay, we have this that's busy happening. And yes, on the weekly, it looks, catastrophic because we have broken this upward sloping trend. But honestly, guys, at the end of the day, there's no real level here because I could, even though it broke this line here, that's this neckline, which essentially was that line, that, there was a lot of support in this zone. And that's why I would say to you that even if we had to come down to this level over here, which I doubt is going to happen, okay, because this current week hasn't even broken the low, okay. Right now we are here. We're at a point. So if I go and look at this a little bit more zoomed in, this looks as though we pulled down enough. We looking for some support on this downsloping line here. Maybe I should zoom in on the daily time frame so that you can see that line a little bit better there. Okay, you can see that line. It's hitting hard resistance. It's going to want to break out very, very soon, guys. So let me do this for you guys. So there's the channel. Okay, it's a very tight and small channel. Okay, and essentially what I would probably say, look, we're being rejected here. Okay, but maybe this is the final push out before a very strong move to this upside back up here, where we maybe then come down and retest and then break out to the upside here. And if I look at the upside here, okay, coming back and zooming out a little bit, plus zooming into the action, that first level over here would be those resistance levels there, and there, which would give us a 0.7x your Bitcoin. So if you had 1 Bitcoin, you now have 1.7 Bitcoin. Okay, then you sell, then you have your Bitcoin, then you wait for it to fall, and then you sell your Bitcoin and you buy back into Theta, and then you punch it up here, and it gives you a 2x return. So now you've taken your 1.7 Bitcoin and you've converted it by 2.04x. So just rounding it off here for the moment, guys, would give us a actually it would give us a 2.5x, 3.5 Bitcoin. So now you've already taken 1 Bitcoin and converted it to 3.5x Bitcoin. Okay. Then the same thing happens because we've now reached this top level of the pattern and that resistance zone, and you make a crazy pump up, and now your Bitcoin is 5.4x that original 3.5x, which would essentially bring us up to 25 Bitcoin now, right? Are you seeing my math? I hope you guys are seeing my math. Okay, 25 Bitcoin, okay, already now up here. Then the same thing happens. Now you got 25x, and now you're getting to a 10x point of view, okay? And we're using it from the same level, although it might not be 100% accurate from the same level, because I doubt it's going to go to the same level every time. It'll probably stick along this upward sloping trend if it had to make some pullbacks, or the horizontal boxes here on the pullback. But you guys can see that would give us a 10x. So you would now take 25 Bitcoin and convert it by 10 times, and you would get yourself 250 Bitcoin. Now, then the same thing, okay? You could get 250 Bitcoin times 20 would give you 5,000 Bitcoin. So guys, you can also become wealthy like Michael Saylor, but this is if you know how to trade this properly, okay? And so I want you to subscribe to the channel so that you guys can see when I do make the announcements and the videos for you guys about this. So I think that is going to be the last that I have to share with you guys for the live stream. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. The last thing is Veracity. You know, Veracity, I'm going to do a little video on, but Veracity is going to have a little bit of a pullback here in the moment, and that's okay. I'm happy with that, okay? But I don't think that we're going to break this upward sloping line here, because we are finding some strong support. So we just probably sit sideways while this pulls down, resets itself, and then we get to make a strong bounce up, which would essentially bring Veracity up to probably another 100 to 120%. Guys, I hope you have enjoyed the live stream. Make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel, Crypto Bliss. I would truly appreciate your love and your energy. And thank you for being here with me. And much love and benevolent blessings to all of you wonderful souls. And we will see you on the next one. Blessings. Lots and lots of love to you all. And take care. And we'll see you on the next one.